How to fill out the registration for a family. In this particular family, is a family of 5. Meet the Wilfords. Joseph Wilford and his wife Mary Ajayi. So Joseph and his wife Mary has a baby boy called Benjamin. And Joseph has a daughter that he brought into the marriage. Her name is Mabel. Joseph also has adopted his late sister's daughter, who is Grace Mildred. So all together, they are a family of 5. And so if they wanted to apply for a DV lottery, the wife will have to count all of these children. And if Mr. Joseph wanted to apply, he would have to count all the children. Okay? So now let's get into how we'll fill out this. We are now on the DV Lottery website. This is the website that anybody who wants to apply for the DV Lottery, you may first come to this site. All right. So now we will scroll down and look for begin entry. You click on that. After you click on that, you will be shown this page where you have to type in the authentication code as you see it written there. And then you click submit. The moment you click submit, it will bring you to part 1 of the entrance information. This is the place where the principal applicant, the main winner, right? So now it's Mary who is applying for the DV lottery, and so we'll enter her information, her last name, her first name, and then her middle name. And then we select her gender, we put her date of birth. All right, we'll type in her date of birth, and then we'll move on to the city of birth, the town that she was born in. Okay, we've typed in the town that she was born in, and then the country that city or town is located in, which is Ghana. So we have brought that up. Now we will leave question number 6 as yes, because Mary is trying to qualify with Ghana. Now we will select her photo. So when we come here, we will go and look for her photo. Okay. We select Mary's passport photo, which has already been edited and ready, cropped to the right size. Everything is fine. So now we will move on to the address portion. On the address portion, just give me a moment. Okay, we'll move to the address portion, and then we are going to type in her address. So this is just a house address. Her house address is Beach Road, house number 1211. The city is Teshi, and then the district, county, province, state is Greater Accra, because in Ghana we use region. Okay, Greater Accra. So I could have written Greater Accra region or just Greater Accra. And the address is located in Ghana. So I look for Ghana. Now the next question is country where you live today. So Mary still lives in Ghana. So we'll choose Ghana. Now for her phone number, we will type in +233 and then add in her personal phone number. You can choose to add the plus, or you can ignore the plus. The phone number is basically optional. So now we are going to type in Mary's email address. Okay, so we are typing in Mary's email address, and we have to confirm the email address again. So we have to type the email address a second time to make sure that what we typed the first time is the same thing that we are typing again, just to make sure if there's any mistake, any errors, we will correct it, right? Now we are on question number 12. We have to choose Mary's education level. Mary has a diploma because she is a teacher, so we decided to go with some university courses, all right, in order not to complicate anything, because we don't see diploma in the option. So that was the best we could pick. Mary is married, and her husband is not an American citizen or doesn't have legal permanent residence in America, so we left her down. Now remember the children that we have. We have the baby Benjamin, we have Mabel, and then we have Grace Mildred. So now how many children are we going to put? We'll have to put how many? Guys, if you know, put it in the comment section below before I type it. All right, how many children based on the initial start of the video? How many children does Mary have to put? All right, if you said three was the correct answer. All right, so now we will now type Mary's husband's information. So Wilford, and then his first name is Joseph. Okay, he doesn't have a middle name. Now we are typing in his date of birth. We are typing in his date of birth, which should follow month, day, and year. All right. So after we do that, we will select his gender. Joseph is a male. So after that, the city that he was born in, we are going to type the city that he was born in. And then the city is the country that the city is located in. So we are going to select that it is in Ghana. All right. And now, see, we don't have that question about eligibility thing. So now we are bringing his photograph. His photo has also been, sized to the correct measurement. Guys, your photo should be minimum 600 by 600 pixels and maximum 1200 by 1200 pixels. All right. Now we're going to the child number 1. Okay, guys, you don't have to start with the oldest child to the youngest child. It's up to you. You can start with the youngest child, the middle child, whichever one that you want to go by. So we are starting with one of the Wilfords, the children with the Wilfords. So we are going to start with Mabel. Okay, Mabel doesn't have a middle name, so we put in her date of birth. All right, and select her gender. Now the city that she was born in, we'll type her city here. And then we will select the country that she was born in. Okay. Adding your derivatives is really easy because it doesn't ask you plenty questions like it did on part 1. So we need to find Mabel's photo. Guys, do you see one thing that I did here? I named all the photographs, right? Put everybody's name on their photo so that it will make it easy for me to pull the photo and not make a mistake. All right. Now the second child, who is going to be the second child? Like I said, it doesn't matter who should be the second child or not. Now I'm going to use the adopted daughter. The adopted daughter. Remember, Mabel is the stepdaughter of Mary, because it's not her biological child. So and then Mabel, Mildred, Grace Mildred is the adopted daughter of Joseph. So now she is technically the stepdaughter of Mary, because now Mildred is officially Joseph's own daughter by law because of the adoption. So we are going to put in her date of birth here, just like everyone else. Okay, you see that they have different last names. You saw that Mary's last name was still Ajayi. She hasn't changed her last name to her husband's name. There is nothing that says she must take her husband's last name. All right. So now we're going to take Grace Mildred's gender, and then we'll put in the city that she was born in. Guys, you can type in capital letters or small letters. Me, this is just a personal habit. I like typing things. Start with a capital letter and then small letters. It's just a personal habit. You can type all capital or lowercase. And then now I am choosing Grace Mildred's photo, passport photo. Also, it's the same process like everybody else. Now we are going to the last child. Which child are we going with? Benjamin, baby Benjamin. Okay, baby Benjamin. We'll put his information in there. Okay, baby Benjamin doesn't have a middle name, so we'll put his date of birth. Baby Benjamin is 2 years old now, or will be 2 years old. Let me see. The month was, yes, baby Benjamin is already 2 years old. Okay. And then we will choose his gender. He's a male child. The city that he was born in, we will put that there. He was born in Accra. You see, everybody was even born in a different city. There's no problem with that, okay? Guys, please, just don't make mistake with uploading the wrong child's photo for another child, okay? Because I don't think they will forgive you. If you put baby Benjamin's photo for Mabel, I don't think they will forgive you. Do it right, the correct way. So now we have done it. We are done with all the children. We have included the husband. We have included all the children. So we'll click continue. On this page is basically like a review to see everything that we have done so far. All right. And so we will scroll through to see if everything is okay. We will look through everything. Here you will not see the photo. It will only say photograph received. That means the size has been accepted. Okay, just checking through to make sure everything is fine. If you realize that you miss a child, then you can click go back to part 1, because part 1 is where you put the number of children you have, so that part 2 will give you the option to add that child. All right, so now that everything is done, we can click submit. One thing that I recommend for you, some of you, is that, see, on this page, take a screenshot or record this page and keep it for yourself, just in case you lose your confirmation page and then you don't remember the email address you use, you don't remember something that you use. Okay, so my personal advice for you is that when you get to this page, if you can, take a screenshot or cut the page or record the page and save it safely, okay? So that when the announcement time comes next year in May and you don't have your confirmation page, guess what? You'll be able to look at what you type there, because this page contains the things you type in. It may not show you your photo, but it contains the things you type in, so that you know, sister, my date of birth I've been typing now, it's not correct. Well, this page, if you have this page, guess what? You'll be able to look at it and see where you made the mistake, right? So you can put in, because this is the information you'll be using to verify that it is you, right? This is the information that will link you to the confirmation number. So that is why sometimes when people check, sister, when I check, it says it's invalid, especially when you are typing your confirmation number correctly and it's still telling you it's incorrect, then there's something with the information that you are typing. It does not match this information on this page. Okay, what you are typing at the time of the announcement does not match this page. So this is why it would be a good advice for you to keep this. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. I hope that this will be very helpful to any of you guys who has family and you are trying to apply for this DV lottery. And guys, make sure you follow my page, you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you, and please make sure that you beat the deadline. All right, follow me on Facebook, subscribe, share for your friends and families to also enjoy this video. All right, let me know what you think about this tutorial. What could I have done better? Is everything the way you wanted it? Okay, thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye guys.